Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Matthew, over on the YouTube side. How you doing, buddy? Hi, great to see you on the long dark. Yes, great to see. Great to see you as well, my friend. I hope you're having a great day. YouTube side. How you doing? Hello. Hi, great to see you on the long dark. There we go. Alrighty, well, welcome back, boys and girls. Rusty, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Yesterday, I'm sorry I didn't stream it later yesterday, but our time. Setting up our D&D stuff took a little longer than I expected, and by the time it got done, it was rather late. So, I did not get a chance to do several things I wanted to do yesterday. So, but we are all set up for next Thursday at 1 p.m. Pacific. We'll be starting our D&D sessions, and we'll actually be doing that every other week going forward. So every other Thursday going forward. So. I'll sort of keep everybody apprised of that. But yes, we got that all set up. We're ready to go. It looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. Good morning, Laka, as well. Good morning, good morning. Today, though, we're going to get back into Long Dark. We're going to be doing some 7 Days to Die. We might do some more Enshrouded tonight. If we got time, we'll see how that goes. We're on day 211 in Mystery Lake right now. We just took down a bear. As of last episode, we got a bear down, and I think we have most of his yummy bits out here at the moment. Oh yes, lots of yummy bits for bears out here right now. I don't have a lot of wood though, so I think we should probably get a little bit more wood in here. I can take that chair down. That works. Good morning, Justin. How's it going, buddy? I'm afraid I have bad news. I wasn't able to get out yesterday because our setup session took a little bit longer than I was expecting it to. And so by the time we got done, I didn't have time to stream or anything last night. But the good news is we're all set up for the long. We're all set up for the long AD&D sessions we're gonna have. Well, they're gonna be long, but we're gonna be doing some AD&D soon, and we're all set up for it. So that is the exciting news. Okay, let's throw the tinder plugs in here. We basically tore this place apart, and now it sounds like there's a total storm going on outside, which is always a blast. Oh, yeah. Well, we'll eat down these couple little pieces of meat we got. Alrighty. Well, that's fantastic. I do have some cattails, though, so we'll eat those, too. I'm as excited as all set up and ready to go. Yeah, and it looks really good. I did a little recording of it while we were just kind of messing around. And it actually looks like it's going to work out really well, so very super excited by it. And big shout out to Jarl of Goats for helping us out with it. Jarl's one of our stream team members, and he helped out quite a bit with showing me the setup, showing me what we needed to do, kind of giving me all the rundown on that. So Jarl of Goats, thank you very much, my friend. Very big help. Let's go ahead and throw these cans in here too, because I don't need either of those. Actually, I have 4 whetstones now, so that's good. Did he get an arrow to the knee? No arrow to the knee. Alright. Let's just pass a couple hours time, because we aren't super duper tired right now. I'm hoping it'll be nice enough tomorrow that we can go out and actually cook some of that bear meat. And then today, my goal is I want to get up. We're right here right now. I want to get up to the regular. I want to basically walk all the way around and get up to the regular Vista site and map that, and then loot up the rest of the clear cut and loot up the ruined tower as well. Jarls usually get that condition. Well, he is the Jarl of Goats, so I don't know if Jarls who are the Jarls of Goats get that condition or not, but... Mary Marsman just subbed up for 13 months, baby. Marsman. Thank you for the 13-month and tier 2. A tier 2 sub, as a matter of fact. Thank you so much, my man, for 13 beautiful months. That is amazing. It's amazing.
Many
I appreciate it very much.
Just resubscribed for 13 months.
Let's go. Well, thank you again, man. I really appreciate that. Raiders tried to steal my goats. I got an arrow in the knee. Yikes. All right, let's go ahead and... Oh, good. There wasn't a chance. I was thinking, oh, God, was there a chance of a mag lens fire? Nope, no chance, no chance. We're gonna make a couple fires here in front of the hut.
Feels like a lot of gear.
It is a lot of gear, but you don't need to keep telling me about it, okay? I know it. I know it's a lot of gear. There we go. We're gonna build maybe 2 on this side and 2 on the other side. Then we'll have a little path down the middle that we can just shuck meat onto each of the fires. Come on.
All right.
All right. He sounds so satisfied. Like, all right, all right, all right. This way we just get like an 8-burner stove out here and we can quickly cook up this meat and get as much done as we possibly can on it, so. And then we still have to find the other Polaroid too. That would be nice if we could find that. I don't know exactly where that's gonna be. I've got a couple ideas. Our torch is almost gone, but that's okay. We'll get another torch out of the fires here before we're all done. Our torch is actually out right now. It only had like 2% stuff left on it, so yeah, the torch is done.
Well.
Yes, it did turn out pretty well. There we go. I found one of those in Mystery Lake under the door of the cabin right before I went inside. I looked for that. I didn't get one there. I got one on a body that was over here by the that was over here. I got one in the body that was over here. The Polaroids, yep. Yeah, the Polaroids move around. There's several spots where you can find them most of the time, so you just kind of got to keep your eyes open because they do move around quite a bit.
I could barely walk with this much gear.
There we go. There we are. Let's get our meat nicely arranged here in front of the door so we can just eat it nice and easily. Hey, Cindy, how you doing? Good morning, darling. Hope your day is going fantastic so far. We are cooking up our spoils from the other day. I do tend to arrange my meat very nicely, Monk. How you doing today, my friend? There we go. Get that meat off of there. Oops, hold on. We're getting the big. Oh, no, that's a small piece. Trying to get all the big pieces on. Oh, that's another small piece. Okay, there's 5. Oh, that's another small piece. There's 6. All right, there we go. There we go. I'm doing fantastic. That is. I'm doing fan. We just make it fan. But no, I'm doing really good today. So I was a little tired this morning, but that's just kind of like my state of being lately. I found that ever since I was sick, I've just been kind of dragging a little bit, you know. My body's still kind of like recovering from it all, so. But it's getting slowly better day by day, thank goodness. So that's very nice. And we did get our D&D stuff all set up last night. We're gonna start on Thursday the 1st at 1 p.m. Pacific. Yeah, you see that. That's after age 35. I'm starting to feel some of that stuff too, yeah. It just, your body just doesn't bounce back as quickly, you know what I'm saying?
This gear's starting to slow me down.
You just can't bend that way anymore. That's very true. Put some water in there and get that cooking. Grab the torch out of there. Add a little bit of wood onto this. There we go. Add a little bit of wood onto here. There we go. That one should be good. Okay, let's separate the big pieces from the little pieces. Okay, so we got the big pieces here. Got some little ones here. You need a little bit more water on us. Good morning, Kenneth. A morning, yet another rainy day. It is a rainy day here in Oregon, too, so you are not alone. You are not alone at all, Kenneth. How you doing, Janelle? How are you doing as well over on the YouTube side? Good morning, good morning. But yes, I'm feeling mucho better. You know, it's still slow recovery, but, you know, hey. I'd rather a slow recovery and start feeling better than feel like crap for much longer, so. It's a rainy day in Russia. It's a rainy day in Russia, though. -17. Oh, wow. -17 in Russia right now? Holy crap. That is some cold puppies. That's warm? No, that's not. Don't lie to me. That's not warm. I guess it's all a matter of perspective, huh? It's all a matter of how what you're used to. About 10 degrees warmer than usual. Exactly. That's why it's warm. So I learned a couple long dark things yesterday. Ooh, what did you learn? All right. Already mapped this. Okay.
It's starting to weigh me down.
All right, one more torch for the road. There we go. It's a meat welcome mat, exactly. It is pretty much a welcome meat for the mat for the welcome mat for meat. If you back right up to the edge of a rope climb, you can drop items that will land at the bottom. Easy way to get down the rope with stuff. Yeah, that actually, that's been in play for a while. People have told me about that for a long time. I've tried to do it myself, and I'm not very good at it. I think I got that to work one time, but I don't usually do that to get stuff down a rope. That I do consider to be a little bit of a hack. But hey, you know, if you want to use it, you can use it. They've known about it. They've freaking known about it for long enough. It's not like they don't know about that. They've known about that for a long time. If you sleep on one of the ledges during a rope descent and it's near a bear path, the bear will teleport up the ledge and get stuck there. Yep. I had that happen on the when I was doing the 100 days hunted for 100 days challenge. I did that. I actually slept on a ledge. I think it was in Ash Canyon, and the old bear teleported up to the ledge and he killed me. And I had nowhere to go. I mean, I literally had nowhere to go. And I died. And it was bad. Yeah, that sucks. Yeah, definitely, that's good word of advice there. Don't sleep near that edge. Do not sleep near the edge. That's not gonna turn out good for you. You may think it will, but it's not going to. Okay. Ready? Okay. Let's go ahead and drop a little wood here. Oops, hold on. Drop that here. Let's drop the sticks here, or most of the sticks. Let's get our birch bark crafted up. In Russia, the bear sleeps with you. It's ground meat. Ah, I see what you did there, Cindy. I see what you did there. But yeah, that way of getting stuff down the rope, you can definitely do. I don't usually do that because I just try to manage my stuff when I'm going for ropes. I'm like, okay, I'll just get a little lighter. No big deal. So yeah, I usually am not super heavy when I'm going down ropes, and if I am, I just kind of lighten myself up. But that is a good way to get stuff down the rope if you are struggling with that. So a lot of places going down, you can mountain goat if you're heavy. Oh yeah, there's a lot of mountain goating places you can go down to. All right, we're down to 50 kilos. Oh, that's right. Break these torches up real quick. I want to try to make it up to the ruin lookout and then down to the logging cabins before the night sets in. We're not super tired, so we should be able to do it. And now that it's evening, it should be a lot warmer out as well, which will help us along our way. You know, one thing I could leave here, because I forgot to drop it off at the trapper's cabin. I'm gonna leave this sewing kit just like right up here on the ledge, because we'll be back for that. I'm gonna grab a couple slags of meat there. All right, we got a little bit of charcoal on us. That's okay. Yeah, that's where I found the first Polaroid, was the body that was over here. Would you say Long Dark got more fun to play now or less since the updates? I don't think it's a matter of more or less fun, but I think, Monk, that it's definitely, the meta keeps changing on the game. I enjoy some of it, and some of it I'm kind of like, I'm not that excited about. You know, the story parts of the survival game, I'm not like, it doesn't, the story, I mean, I've never been a big person to like have the game, especially the Long Dark, to be sort of like, have it tell me what to do, but, you know, that's just, you know, that's just me, so. If the travois in the snow with objects, are the items inside the travois lost when it gets to 0 condition? No clue. No clue at all. Nope, no idea, Interleaving, if it is if they're lost or not. So, yeah, I don't read YouTube chat, so I don't read YouTube chat anymore. You can always re-ask your question if I miss it, though, because you got to remember I'm looking at YouTube, Twitch, and Kick Chat all at the same time, and probably YouTube has probably a 1/10 of the chats that Twitch has, and Twitch chat goes by pretty quickly. So if I miss your comment in YouTube, just repeat it again, and I'll see it. But yeah, the as far as fun goes, I think the game's just as fun today as it's always been. But yeah, I don't know if the travois, if it goes to 0, if stuff just pops out of it, or if it, you know, I could go for that corpse down there. That sometimes has a Polaroid on it. But yeah, sometimes I'll miss a YouTube chat, Interleaving. It's not that I'm trying to ignore you or anything. It's just that Twitch has so much chat going on all the time that sometimes one will get missed in YouTube. So, nope, no Polaroid. Boo. Boo. Silly Polaroids. I don't like the new update. Many bugs are still around. Yeah, that's sort of, you know, Interleaving, that's sort of a big thing that goes with any big update they do. There's a lot of bugs that happen. They have fixed a lot of those now, and they actually retroactively put back in being able to harvest bunny rabbits and ptarmigans with your hands, which I'm very happy that they did. And so I'm very happy they changed that back, and they did fix some things like, you know, the travois disappearing when you drop it going uphill. They fixed that. There's several things that they've taken care of, and they'll slowly but surely debug things as they go along, but there's always, you know, with any big update, there's going to be stuff that's unforeseen where certain things will cause other things to basically break and not work correctly. And I think that's what you're seeing a lot of is, you know, is the December update was rather large. That's like the biggest update they put out for a while. And so it was bound to break a few things, and it did break a few things. Some of them kind of humorous, others like, ooh, that sucks, but they did a good job, I think, so far. You know, they always eventually patch most stuff, so I'm not too worried about it in the long term. But in the short term, it does make it a little frustrating sometimes. Yes, it does. But you know, they're like I said, they're slowly catching up. They just did a huge patch and fixed a whole lot of stuff that was wrong. So I'm pretty confident they'll go forward and fix more things here pretty quickly as they come up. So. And make sure, you know, that you report anything that's going wrong as well, Interleaving. So, Kenneth, how you doing? Hello. What's the one thing you want fixed most? Well, the rabbit thing. I mean, that was great right there. So, now that they've taken care of that, I'm good. Now that we can harvest rabbits and ptarmigans with our hands, I can't think of anything else I want fixed at the moment. I'm pretty good with that. How many acorns did that get us? 7. Nice, and I have 1. That's 2 acorn grounds I can make. Yes! Oh, heck yeah. Gotta be careful. There's a wolf right on the other side of this hill here. Several, actually, and I'm carrying a little bit of stank on me because I have several pieces of meat. Well, yeah, you know, interleaving, the more I thought about it, the more I kind of agree with you that it was like, okay, I get that. Using some sort of tool to initially break the skin on an animal is a good idea. Although, you know, you can argue you can field dress rabbits with your hands if you want to. It's not that hard. I've seen people do it. So they basically are giving you a penalty that you lose a percentage of the meat off of the animal in exchange for being able to, you know, harvest it with your hands. What's the thing you enjoy most of it in Long Dark? For me, it would be farming only birch and living off the ravine, living off teas for eternity. You know, for me, Monk, the thing I like most about the Long Dark is that there's no right or wrong way to play it. I mean, there's ways that you can be more, I think, more successful or less successful in your gameplay, but that doesn't make a right or wrong. You can play the game however you want, and it doesn't matter, as long as you live another day. Yeah, Bran, they just made it so that on the ptarmigans and the rabbits, you can use your hands. All other animals, you still need to break the skin with a knife or a hatchet or a hacksaw before you can actually do anything to them. But that's the thing is I like the freedom in the game. I like how I can do whatever I want, and as long as I'm surviving for another day, I'm doing it right. It doesn't matter. There's no right or wrong. So yeah, the deer, the moose, the wolf, and the bear, you still need to break it open with a knife or a hatchet or a hacksaw, which I totally get. I mean, I honestly think that was a good change. It was a little bit of a surprising change, but it was a good change. Hey Jordan, how you doing? Ooh, look at that. Oh, there we go. There we go. Oh yeah. I think we've already been here, too. Yeah, we've already been here. Yep, there's even an extra skillet here. My record was, before patches, was 487 days on Loper, and then it got reset. Yeah, then it got reset, and it was like, oh, man. I don't like that you cannot sleep anywhere without a bed or bedroll. I get that. Except in the sense of interiors and caves, I think you should be able to just lay down if there's a fire. It would be like one of those where you'd sort of have to have a fire going to do it. But I think you should be able to lay down in those instances. But I kind of get them not allowing you to do it in a sense because I think that it forces you to work within the parameters of their stuff, I guess. I mean, I get the frustration with that, but I've just become so accustomed interleaving to not being able to sleep on the ground wherever you want that I don't think it's that big of a deal. I honestly don't think you should be able to just lay down on the snow wherever you want and sleep, though. Even if you have a fire going. I don't think you should be able to do that. I've been out camping before where it's been really super cold, and you do not want to be laying on the cold ground, even when there's no snow. You don't want to be laying on the cold ground with nothing underneath you. It's not good for your health. If you're harvesting a moose or a bear, then you have the knife or the hacks already. Well, Kenneth, not necessarily, because you can kill a moose or a bear with a flare gun. You can get that moose or bear with a flare gun. So, yeah, sleeping on the ground in temperatures where the actual temperature is cold enough to keep the snow on the ground. Sleeping on the ground would kill you in most instances. So, I would not recommend it. Let's just say. But I think interleaving that, I think most of the caves should have a like improvised bed in them. Like, you know how some of the caves have that improvised bed? I like that. I wish that there was improvised beds in there. And I wish that they had you know, I wish they allowed you to have, I wish that every building at least had an improvised bed or some sort of bed in it as well. Because it's kind of frustrating when you can't sleep in a building just because there's no bed. It's like, yeah, well, I don't care. If I was in a building and I wasn't cold, I'd sleep on the hard floor, you know. It's like that wouldn't really stop you. So I do get that. I agree with you in part on that, so. Yeah, but to have those noisemakers, then you have to go to BlackRock, and I'm not going there anytime soon. Yeah, it means it's good in all houses. At least they have like a you know, where those beds where it's just the blanket on the floor with a little pillow. I mean, because that's totally believable that you would have something like that. One time I just sat on the ground for 20 seconds with my whole fur coat underneath and I was frozen ass for hours after, yeah. Oh yeah. The ground is one of the things that freezes you the quickest. Why do you think whenever you see survival people, they always tell you don't sleep directly on the ground? Even in decent temperatures where it's not like absolute freezing, they tell you do not sleep on the ground. All of your heat is going to be leached right out of you. You always want to build your bed above the ground because the heat gets leached so fast, so quickly from you in that situation. I mean, when my friend and I used to go camping, we would actually take hammocks along with us, and we'd string ourselves up between trees, and we wouldn't even sleep on the ground. We'd have a big tarp over us to keep the water off, and we would just have hammocks that would is what we'd sleep on. Because it was way more warm that way than it was if we slept on the ground. So, am I trying to avoid Timberwolves? I just don't care to mess with them interleaving. Timberwolves. I guess back to the comment on what would I fix in the game? Please fix Timberwolves because they don't work. They never have worked. Timberwolves are a broken mechanic from the beginning of the game. Ow. When I travel with Army in negative 54 Celsius, you don't mess around. Just goating down like it ain't no thing. Well, you know, goaters got a goat, so. There we go. Got a piece of ptarmigan meat on us, so we're definitely going to be drawing the wolves if they come around. Hey, Grippoo, how you doing? When did concrete work, the heat would be sucked right out of the bottom of our feet in cold weather. Oh, yeah. Native fire should be a thing in Long Dark. I'm pretty sure we already searched all these, too. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Let's just warm up a little bit by breaking that down real quick. There we go. Oh yeah, cold. You get the cold. The ground sucks the cold out of you really quick. It surely does. 13 hours of work now, eating and playing some Long Dark, listening to you. Oh man, sorry you had to work so long, buddy. That sucks. That sucks, bud. Well, I hope things get better and you enjoy your time in the Long Dark and hanging out here as well, so. Are you talking about like one of those little bundle things that you keep an ember in, Monk? Is that what you're talking about? That you can light stuff off. I'm not sure exactly what that is. So I think Locke had a good question. One for air, one for the other for fire. Oh, basically like a little bit of a protected fire area base is what you're talking about. Okay. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? Gosh dang it. Now we gotta go back. Whoop. Whoop, there it is. Or actually, no, I did already check the plane crash here. That wolf eating my deer. Not anymore. You make your own wind cover. In colder weather, I put an emergency blanket under my tent. Shiny side up, super good insulation if you have season 3, if you have a 3-season tent. And a 4th season weather. Darn little wolfy boy eating my deer. Maglins fire. Make a connector tunnel between them for oxygen. I'm in Denmark's oldest butcher shop, but my boss is, so I need a new job because of that. Fire one hole, other one empty. Oh, okay, so you just basically, it just sucks the air through. So, but it's out of the wind, so you don't have to worry about it. You can put sticks over one hole to make tea.
Turned out pretty well.
That sounds quite the ingenious way to build a fire. Oh wow, he's still got a lot on him. Guy's still got a lot of meat on him, boys and girls. It's an age-old technique. In Russia, we use it a lot. Well, I mean, people are very good at adapting to what they need, aren't they, Monk? I mean, very, very good at adapting to what they need to survive. It's amazing the things that people come up with, you know, when they're forced to. $38 minutes on each of those, okay. Get a little more meat off him. We're just gonna old school harvest this dude as we cook the meat up. Hey, Bad Boy Gamer with the 1 month going yeehaw over on the YouTube side. Thank you for the 1 month membership there. Welcome in again as a member over on the YouTube side at the Wolfpack level. I appreciate it so much, Bad Boy Gamer. I really truly do, my friend. Thank you to all my members over on YouTube as well. I appreciate all the support over there. You guys and gals are awesome and amazing. I know a lot of you cross over from Twitch as well, so thank you so much for the continued support. Let's go ahead and get the guts as well. Ruin a Star, hello, hello. How's it going? If you cannot find a weapon or bow, how do you kill wolves the easiest? You don't? You just avoid you avoid them as much as possible and hope that they don't walk through your torches and fires? Because unfortunately there's nothing that kills there's nothing that actually kills a wolf or a bear, or a wolf without it, so. Alright, let's take the hide. We'll do that with our hands. In this weather, though, we'd probably use more than the game. There's so many more options, but then the game would be too easy. Alright, there's nothing else on me. I got 7 minutes on that. Bears you can scare unless there's cubs. Yeah, you don't want, the worst thing you want, the worst thing is to running into a mama bear. Mama bear ain't putting up with none of your stuff. Mama bear will F you up. She don't take no prisoners, so. Oh, well, polar bears are just pure predators. Polar bears do not give a crap. They see wiggly pink stuff and they're like, ooh, that's food. Because I don't think polar bears. I think polar bears are what they are pure carnivores. They are not an omnivore in any way, shape, or form. They just see you as food. Yeah, I would not want to run. I think of all of them, I would not want to run into a polar bear. Those things are humongous. They don't care. They don't care. They're like, yeah, hey guys, how's it going? If they're hungry and they saw you, you're dead. So that's basically when you're praying, monk, that the polar bear is not hungry. It's not a matter of if he's dangerous or not. You're just like, please God, don't be hungry. Figure we'll pick up a few more sticks while we're here. Would you say Forsaken Airfield is worth it? I don't think it is really at this moment in time. Really, game? Really, you're gonna do this to me right now. I mean, Forsaken Airfield's got some cool stuff in it, but I don't personally think it's super worth it right now.
I can barely walk with this much gear.
I mean, it's a cool zone and all, don't get me wrong, but there's not a lot of stuff in Forsaken Airfield that is really worth dying over. Alright, let's go. I start a new game in the airfield. It's pretty cold all the time, yeah. And it's got a lot of winds and a lot of storms and a lot of fog, electrostatic fog. There's a lot of downsides to that zone. There really truly is. And not really that many upsides, to be honest. Yeah, the risk-benefit analysis does definitely not come out in the right direction on that zone. That's the biggest problem with it. It's a lot of risk for very little benefit. But it's a great challenge zone, especially once you're like Well, once you're like all geared up and stuff, it's kind of a fun zone to go into and try to live for a little while. I wouldn't say rush there when you're brand new, but definitely after you've worked a little bit on getting your character built up, you can go there. I can tell you from experience, this weather in real life, you better have a heading and be there in less than 20 minutes. Spitting some straight facts there. Any more than 20 minutes RNG, if you're dead or not. Just pop in, get the radio and leave. I'm getting up for a trip to the new DLC zones right now. A lot of zones I haven't seen before. There's a world tour run for me. Ooh, nice, Ruinastar. Hey, that's the beauty of Long Dark. There's so much to explore. There's so much to see and explore in it that even after all the hours I've played, I'm still finding new stuff every once in a while that I've never seen before. And that to me is super cool. Let's see, can we make it through? Nope. It's literally not gonna let me through the gate. Oh, there we go. I just had to back up and find the right spot. Had to find the sweet spot. That actually worked out good. I approve that message right there. I just play the DLC and go as first to the airfield. Oh, Jesus Christ. Hey, Valor, how's it going, buddy? Bark, 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 indeed. Bark, bark, bark. In which area are the poison towns so I can just go around? Well, there's poison all over in the new zone there, Gripu. There's poison all over in the new zone. There's no actual way to get out of it. You're gonna run into poison no matter where you go. Ooh, let's get inside where it's not so windy. Where it's not so windy. Windy! Windiana Jones. I got my backup knife and hatchet here, which is kind of nice. And I've got a few things in here. A couple. I've got a couple things. Is that meant? Did I read that mending book? I can't remember if I read that mending book or not. I'm pretty sure I did. Yes, I already read the mending book. Okay. I'm gonna leave a little bit more of the cloth here. 10 of the cloth. Got the leather on me. Got the fresh guts and hides. Let's drop those. Oh yeah, I have hides and guts that are out in the other place that are cured by this point. The intro was very good, Valor. I'm looking forward to next Thursday. And it looks really good too. Yeah, the sound was good. It was nice and crisp, which made me very happy. All right, we do have some arrow shafts and arrow. Oh wow, we got arrowheads in there too. All right, let's break apart an arrow here. How many arrows do I have? Okay, I got 18 at the moment. That's enough for right now. Let's leave the arrowheads in here. That gives us 13 more arrowheads in here, which is nice. Let's leave some of the feathers here. There we go. We'll leave that. We'll leave those feathers here. Excellent. Oh, here's my hides and my guts. I was sure Games was gonna start a fight with the bear, and he was sure the bear was talking. he did think the bear was talking, which I thought was pretty hilarious. All right, can we repair those? Yes, we can. Let's repair those gloves up. We got a few things we need to repair up. We need to repair our boots as well. Boots and pants, actually. The bearskin coats are still doing good. We actually, I'm surprised we actually have a bearskin here. I totally forgot we had one here, so that's actually really nice news. That's good. That's good news. There's no news like good news. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, I do have the cooking oil here, but that's okay. I'm not really running into a lot of stuff I need salt for at the moment, so I think we're okay there. Let's go ahead and put that on a radial menu, and we can go... Boopity-boop. Wendy's now selling their chili in cans. Yes, I saw your message about that. Were you the one that messaged me about that? I thought that was hilarious. I thought that was hilarious. I did see that. There's a stack of papers there. Alright, do we want to go back outside and brave this weather? I don't think I do, but I think I do because I want to go over to the, I want to go over to the other hut here. So let's go over to the other hut real quick. Woo, that's a little bit brisk out here. A little bit brisk, it's like negative 55, you know. It's not too bad. But yes, Valor, I'm definitely looking forward to next Thursday. Thursday at 1 p.m. Pacific time. That's 4 Eastern, boys and girls. We will be doing our first official session of our D&D campaign. Very much looking forward to it. It's going to be a lot of fun. Oh, I have some meat out here already. Nice. Nice. And I think I have stuff in this cabin, too. Oh, yeah. There we go. Excellent. After it, Pleasant Valley will look like a tropical paradise. Nice. I like tropical paradises. We'll be like, I want Pleasant Valley. It's a tropical heat wave in Pleasant Valley. Let's go ahead and repair the pants too, because why not? We'll kind of get our clothing all repaired up since everything kind of has taken some windy damage here lately. We got a little bit of sunlight left. It's not quite gone down yet. Let's repair our aviator cap, because that's really super nice. You did name something Blizzard Alley. I bet you did. Sun's almost down. Okay, there we go. That's probably as good as we're gonna get. 30-degree warmth bonus. I like that. I actually love that. That's gonna help me keep me toasty roasty.
I need to rest soon.
Yes, you do, my friend. A little bit on the cold side. Oh, jeez. Thank you for the Bearpocalypse there, Fulgorio. Appreciate that very much. There's some points out to everybody in chat. All right. That's the desk, so the door has to be on this side. Yeah, the door's right there. Okay. Good. There we go. You're based in Pleasant Valley right now. Day 10 and 2 blizzards so far. Pleasant Valley doesn't hold back any punches, does it? Pleasant Valley gives you that good old 1-2 gut punch. It's like, oh, blizzard, here, have another one. Oh, you don't like blizzards? Well, here, have another one. That one is partially eaten already. Let's go. We got a little bit of water in the dam, so I'm just gonna grab another liter before we go. That way we can be nice and full up. It is a little bit light out, so we could break something down in here just to pass some time real quick. Like this box. There we go. Perfect. Perfect! Alright, let's go ahead and leave the guts, or let's leave some of this stuff here. I'm gonna take one gut and a rabbit hide with me. Leave the rest of the guts and the rat. Wow, we have so many rabbit hides now. So many rabbit hides. Actually, I have the stuff to make a bow over at the Mystery Lake Camp office, so we're good. I was trying to think what we have at the camp office. We have stuff at the camp office, Trapper's Cabin, and Unnamed Pond now. So we'll need to search around a little bit, or we'll need to move around a little bit and grab some stuff. I can leave. No, I'm gonna take that with me. It doesn't weigh very much. It's always 3 fuses and 2 wires, so we'll take that with us too. Because that's so when we get ready, we can go into Forlorn Muskeg and have everything we need to do our stuff that we need to do there. To make because I want to repair the tower before we go and get the stuff in Forsaken Airfield. And now, by the way, they did officially change it to where as long as you have this badge, you can do Buried Echoes. As long as you have this badge on any file, as long as you've got that badge on any file, you can immediately do Buried Echoes if you want to. You don't have to wait and do Signal Void before it any longer. So they did change that up, which is actually, I think that's actually kind of a nice change. I mean, that's not a bad thing. Lunch is over, Ruin Star. Hey, man, have a great one. Stay safe out there, my friend. I'm trying to think where the other... I mean, I have not been up to the destroyed lookout yet. And so I think that might be where we want to go, because that's not mapped very well either. So I think the destroyed lookout tower is a good place to go. Haven't seen the moose at all in this zone. There's no moose marks here. I didn't see any moose marks at the Unnamed Pond, which tells me that he's probably going to spawn at the Trapper's Cabin at some point, but much like the moose in Coastal Highway and the moose in Desolation Point, it's a pretty rare spawn, so I don't even know if we'll see him, to be honest. I cannot for the life of me remember if I visited the plane crash over here. So we're gonna go check it out again. I think I did already. I think we checked it when we first came in here, and we didn't get anything really out of it. But I'm just gonna go check it again because it's kind of on our way. We'll go to there, and then we'll drop down and zoom around to the destroyed lookout. Surprised we haven't seen any wolves. Looks like I've already been here. Yep. Woo! Got me on pins and needles right now, waiting for the wolves to come out of the woodwork. There's usually like 3 or 4 wolves in this area. And I'm wondering where they all are. They're throwing me a party down here, that's what it is. They're gonna throw me a little wolfie party. Maybe not. I'll take this opportunity to pick a few sticks up. Because why not? The wolves ain't gonna be around, then I'm gonna take advantage of it. It's good to always carry a hacksaw hammer on Interloper. I tend to, George, these days. The hammer I used to not carry, but now that you need it to make the acorn grounds, I tend to carry the hammer on me as well. I used to not. I used to drop the hammer, like, I would leave most of my hammers, you know, at forges, but now I kind of like to carry a hammer with me. Alright, that means I've already checked that too. Now I like to carry a hammer. The hacksaw I generally always carry with me. You never know when you might need a piece of scrap metal and you want to break something down that takes scrap, you know, that you want to break a piece of metal down. And also a hacksaw is a great way to preserve not only your hatchet, but your knife as well. Because you can use the hacksaw in lieu of either of those in a lot of instances too. Oops, I need to go up just a little bit further. So the hacksaw, generally, yes, I carry that pretty much all the time. Because sometimes I want to use the knife, but other times I'll be like, I'll use the hacksaw. Because the hacksaw only takes a piece of metal to repair, whereas you need the, you know, the sharpening stones to repair up the knives and the hatchets. My preferred tool for breaking ice, probably I would say it's probably the pry bar, because late in the game you don't really need a pry bar anymore. So probably the pry bar is my favorite item to use to break the ice. Now I'll use the hatchet or the hatchet if I need to, but I'd rather the pry bar and then the heavy hammer and then use the hatchet if I need to. There's a little plane crash on the side here. Yeah, I've already been here. Yeah, it dulls the hatchet pretty fast. Well, with the fishing that I've done on this run, Rusty, my pry bar's at 55%. I mean, if I find another pry bar, I'll probably swap it out. But yeah, that pry bar has taken a lot of damage from me bashing the ice with it. But that's usually my go-to item because really, once you've opened up all the lockers and the, once you've opened up the lockers and the car trunks and stuff in most of the zones, you really don't have a need for the pry bar anymore. The pry bar is just an extra. It's just it's like an anchor around your neck, you know, weight-wise. So a lot of times I'll just take an old pry bar, leave it out in a couple of fishing huts that I usually fish at, and then I'll just come back and I'll have a pry bar there. Yeah, you get enough pry bar. I mean, usually in a single game, Rusty, you'll find anywhere between 3 and 7 pry bars easily, maybe even more than that. And so, you know, sometimes I'll actually break pry bars down just to get the metal out of them. Because I think you get a couple pieces of metal from them, so sometimes I'll just break them down and get the metal directly from them, so I can still get out my... Still get out my flare gun, even though my wrist is busted. So yeah, pry bars aren't too hard to get a hold of, so... Oh, Jesus Christ.
God, you're right. I'm at my 400 days. God, I need to throw this pry bar in the wolfy wolf
in the wolfy's face, yes. Thank you for the 100 bits, Valor. Yes, just throw that pry bar in a wolf's face. That's all it's good for at this point. And even then, the wolf will probably just laugh at you and keep coming anyway. Wolves just do not care about pry bars very much. Ow. Ow. It's smart. Of course it's smart. Might as well heal myself up real quick. The 100% chance to find a flare gun at the summit? Nah, it's probably about I'd say it's probably a 50-50 shot at this point. Most runs I've actually not found a flare gun at the summit. Most runs I haven't seen the flare gun up there. I usually get the crampons. And sometimes I've seen a flare gun but no shells. Pry bar actually has a better start percentage chance than the knife. Has a better scare percentage chance than the knife or the hatchet. But it doesn't really damage the animal that much. That's the only thing I don't like about the pry bar. It also bops the animal off you pretty quick most of the time. But it doesn't really do a significant amount of damage unless the wolf's already injured or something. At least I know if I hit him with my axe and get him off of me, he's gonna go off and die somewhere. The blunt weapons can, if the wolf is already damaged, it can do damage to him and kill him, but it's generally not going to. In rare instances it can, but it usually doesn't. That's why I prefer the hatchet once I get it, because the hatchet sort of acts as a good... the hatchet to me is a good item to get the animal off of you, and it also does damage to him at the same time. That's fatal.
_Thieves Fox cheered Dex 45. Okay, real question. What's the best weapon, Interloper and Stalker, to defend yourself when attacked?
I personally like the hatchet. Now, some people like to use other stuff. I personally like to use the hatchet. That's my go-to. If I have an option, I always take the hatchet. Yeah, the memento cave that has nothing in the memento. But I prefer the hatchet just because not only does it get the animal off of you, but it also does damage to him significant enough that they'll probably go off and die somewhere. look, there's a maple here. I didn't realize there's a maple up here. That's pretty cool. Why not the other weapons? Well, the knife does technically more damage to the animal. So the knife does more damage to it, but it doesn't get the animal off of you as quickly. And so, if you're worried about dying from an animal, you're probably going to have a greater chance of dying from an animal that's attacking you that doesn't get off of you very quick. I mean, now, if you've already shot a wolf, like if you shot him as he's attacking you, and he gets through your arrow and he still attacks you, sometimes the knife is a good option because it does a massive amount of damage to him really quick, and then he dies. But generally, I use the hatchet because even though it does a little bit less damage, it tends to get the animal off of you quicker. And now I'm saying this from the perspective of you have decent amount of stamina and all that sort of stuff. Because if you don't have much stamina, the animal's not going to bop off of you very quickly at all.
Thank goodness for that.
A revolver with level 5? Don't know anything about the revolvers. The revolver I couldn't really help you with, Valor. I'm not really knowledgeable as far as the revolvers go. Revolvers are a little out of my wheelhouse, so to speak. Drink down that birch bark tea, get a little bit of our warmth back. And then we'll put a little bit of water here. Tie up the rope here for no other reason than to tie it up. You're not a Lucky Luke of Long Dark, more of a Legolas. Yeah, that's true. I'm more of a Legolas in the Long Dark.
I need to drop something.
There we go. Okay, that worked out perfect. I like that. Okay, let's grab actually, you know what? Let's make a little more water here. Let's grab his hide. Sounds like a wind's coming up. Sounds like a wind's coming up to me. I hear the whooshing. Really, game? Really? Really? The revolver's a 1% chance to flee. 1% flee chance per hit compared to the hammer at 4. My best advice is just shoot the damn thing. Shoot him. Shoot him dead. If you shoot him, you don't have to worry about struggling with him.
I need to lay down.
I'm not saying nothing, I'm just saying. There tends to not be a lot of struggle if you just shoot him in the face. I'm trying to think where I haven't been that I could find the Polaroid. The other Polaroid here. So I've been up there, there was nothing there. Maybe there's a body up in the hills that I'm not thinking of. There's another Polaroid for us that takes us to the overlook here. And basically gives us the southern half of this map. Doesn't do this side very well, but... we want wolf taming mustache. Wolf taming would be interesting. So, Valor Corey over on YouTube was saying the revolver's only a 1% flee chance per hit compared to the hammer at 4%. But doesn't the revolver also have the chance that it will fire when you're struggling, that it will fire and kill the wolf? I think it does do that on, it has that possibility. I don't know what the percentage on that is. Oh, but you don't know what the percentage is. Oh, okay. Hey, Jordan with a $10 super chat over on the YouTube side saying, here's to just shooting wolves in the face. Hey, some days that's what you gotta do. Some days they leave you no choice, Jordan. Thank you, Jordan, for the $10 super chat there, my friend. I appreciate the support there on the YouTube side. But yes, sometimes you just have to shoot them in the face. I mean, generally with most animals in the long dark, that's my best advice to you. Find a way to shoot them in the face and just make that your standard operating procedure. Your SOP. Like this guy here. Let's see, can I get him here somewhere? Okay, there we go. They definitely have took the turbo off the wolves. You know how the wolves for a while there, they were like turbocharged? And the wolf would just run at you like 90 miles an hour? They've definitely de-turboed the animals, which is nice. Oh, is that another stick there? Okay. Another stick there? Oh, nice. Okay, we got 3 sticks off of one stick spawn. Interesting. I kept picking it up and seeing another one. Picking it up and seeing another one. Picking it up and seeing another one. It's like, okay. We will take all the sticks we can get.
Just lay down.
And see, there's no moose marks around here either, so I'm pretty sure the moose is supposed to spawn by Trapper's Cabin, which is kind of odd. But hey, I'll go with it. Sticks are love and sticks are life, my friend. They truly are. Fire Monkey Rob. You've got the truth of it there, bud. It's sticking to it. Yes, it is. See our little meat carpet going into our house. It's our meat mat. It's the mat-o meat. The mat-o meat, I guess. Oh yeah, we got all this birch and maple here, and we got bear hide and deer hide. And water. Alright. I have another maple to drop. You were picking up multiple sticks earlier too. Yeah, it's probably just a glitch in the matrix. They'll fix it. There's a cured gut. Those are almost done. Why are we so tired? Jeez Louise, man. It's not even time to go to bed yet. Why are you so tired, buddy? We'll just repair a few pieces of clothing here. We'll get everything above 90%. Get that maximum warmth up. Oh, yeah. I like that. Hey, George, welcome to the Wolf Pack, my friend. Welcome to the Wolf Pack there. Thank you for becoming a member, a sponsor, whatever they want to call it. I don't know. They call it a sponsor in some things, but it's becoming a member of the Wolf Pack over on the YouTube side. Thank you so much. There are emotes you can use on the YouTube side by becoming a member. You also get some early access and exclusive access to some content over on YouTube as well. So, and you just get to feel good about supporting the channel. That's the most important thing. Let's grab that metal pail and take the metal from it. And I cannot break that door down. That door has always bothered me. I couldn't break that door down. Kind of makes me sad in a way, but turn the radio on. Not that it's playing anything, but we can turn it on. All right. there anything else I want to do before we go to Betty Bye? I can sharpen that up once. We can always sharpen stuff up, which is beautiful. I was running out of whetstones, and now I have like 4 of them. So it's like, yay! That's at 96%, 91, 82. I could repair this. Yeah, let's repair our pot. Why not? Why not repair? Oh, actually, you know what? Hold on a second. Let's repair this instead. Let's refuel it. And let's get that Spelunker's Lantern repaired instead. I think that's a better use of our time. There we go. There we go. The Spelunker's Lantern has much like the mag lens, there's a possibility a bear attack could damage it. I've never personally experienced that, but day 81 for me, and I'm still lacking a second pair of long johns. On Interloper, that can be a thing that is very hard to find. I think long johns are one of the rarer items in Interloper. I feel very fortunate when I get a second pair in Interloper. I really truly do. Because I've gone some games where I've not found them early enough that by the time I find them, they're destroyed. That they're already at 0 and I can't do anything with them. Usually I found the best place for me that I found long johns is like Coastal Highway. There's the Coastal Highway is pretty good. The plane crash in Pleasant Valley sometimes is a good place to find them. Timberwolf Mountain, yeah, I mean, you could find them up there. I can't remember finding them up there or not, but I think you can find them up there. All right, let's drink some water. Well, there's definitely no moose here, so I say we move back to Trapper's Cabin.
I'm not gonna be able to carry.
Yeah, Coastal Highway, especially the bathtubs in
No power in the verse can stop me.
Hey, thank you so much for the follow there, Walking Alive. The bathtubs in the Jackrabbit Island house and the Misanthrope house, those two especially will have a higher probability of having the of having them. So yeah, we're just gonna load a bunch of stuff on here. Boppity bippity boo, bippity boppity boo. Would love to be able to use the skillet to bonk wolves. Oh gosh, if I could frying pan a wolf, oh, that'd be so awesome, Corey. That'd be like what we're gonna be doing in 7 Days to Die here in a couple hours. Is we'll be bonking them with skillets. We'll be bonking the zombies with skillets. All right, what else can we drop in here? I guess I can put all of that in there. Oh, I've got all that cedar. There we go. Put that in there. There we go. Perfect. And then we can grab some meat.
Too much stuff to carry.
And we can dump some meat in here. There we go. And then we can get our bow out. If you could drop the... Yeah, I wish they had that too, George. If it would be very cool if you could drop the... If you could drop the travois from your reticle menu. If you could go, oh, I want to drop it from here. You know, I think honestly, I think it should be in the in this menu here, in the navigation menu. You should be able to drop the travois right out of there, instead of having to hunt for it every single gall darn time. So yeah, hopefully they'll do that at some point. I don't know exactly when, but Hopefully that does become a thing. But yes, Jordan, it holds 75 kilos. It'd be cool if you could place icons in the circles as you want. That would be a level of customization, Magic Jack, that would be amazing. That would be magic, Jack. No, that would be really cool. Do I think that's going to happen? Probably not, but that'd be really neat. Hey, it's just in to drop a like. Chaos Bites, how you doing, my friend? I hope you're having a great day over on the YouTube side. Thank you so much for coming by and dropping that like there on the stream. I appreciate it very much, buddy.
I need to find some place to escape this cold.
Yeah, odds of that happening, Magic Jack, very slim. But it would be damn cool. Now, I honestly don't know if we're going to be able to get up this hill. We may have to go around to get to Trapper's Cabin. I don't know if we can take the Travoy up this hill over here. We'll see. We will see. Well, right now we're mapping out... Ooh, actually, I should probably get a nice little mappy area here. There's an area here that's not clear. You know what, though? Let's get to Trapper's Cabin, drop our stuff off, and then we'll come back out and we'll map it a little bit. It's early morning, so it's really cold right now. But we're yapping and mapping in Mystery Lake right now. Just gonna leave you. Just going to leave you running while I get on with things. Aw, thanks, Chaos Bite. I appreciate the lurk, man. What is that over there? Oh, that's where I had a fire. I was like, what is that over there? That's a fire. Now we might be able to go over the middle area there. Now watch. This is what's going to happen. Now watch what happens. We go over the hill and the moose is there, while we're carrying a huge travoy behind us. Mike Keto, how you doing on the YouTube side? Hello, hello, my friend. Gotta be very careful in here. I actually don't need the moose right now, Fire Monkey Rob. I'm listening for the wolf. I don't hear him. Also listening to see if I hear a moose. Hey, we made it over that pretty good. That wasn't too bad. Because I saw no moose marks at the unnamed pond cabin. Saw no moose marks at the Carter Hydro Dam, which means that the moose is probably going to spawn here at Trapper's Cabin, which is an unmarked moose spawn. So, y'all were yapping about percentages. Arrows or bullet to the face, 100%. Yes, indeed. Yes, Mike. An arrow or a bullet to the face generally is 100%. It has a, let's just say it has a very high percentage chance of a good return on the money. They did make turning this thing a lot easier. I will give them that. It's a lot easier to turn it now than it was.
I might have to drop some gear.
Oh, we're heavy now. We're heavy now, baby. Let's go. Oh, he's so heavy. Oh, look at all this. Look at all this fuel we got here. If the moose does show up, we've got enough to cook him. We got enough to cook him with, that's for sure. We got the cured birch here now too. Nice. Let's throw some of that in the drawer here. Wow, we got 12 cured birch in here. Oh my god. Get all these guts over here. The guts are almost done, so that's nice. Guts are almost cured for us. I wish there was a couple containers under the bed. It's the one thing I'm kind of sad about.
It's getting kind of heavy.
Sometimes there will be containers underneath that bed, and there's none today, so. We do have a container on the shelf, though, so I guess that's something. And the safe is always there, too. Good enough. All right, what hides do we have on us that are not cured? That's cured. That's fresh. Let's put that down. That can be our crafting blanket. That's cured. That's fresh. We'll drop that here and put it like over here. And we have some maple that's not quite cured yet, but will be soon. There we go. Let's throw our cured hides and guts in here. Oh, was that... Those are all cured, right? Okay, yes, those are all cured. Throw that in there, too. Let's put our feathers down here for the moment. All right, I guess it's down to 49 kilos. That's a good weight. I'm going to go ahead and put the wires and those in there. Oh, yes, I finally remembered. And we're going to drop the toolkit here. This gives us a toolkit at this workbench. Woo! Thank goodness. Acorns are like coffee. Yes, what you have to do with them is you first have to shell the acorn. So you have to take the acorn and prepare it. Then you have to take 4 of them. Kiko, gotcha. But you have to prepare it, then you have to take 4 of those, turn them into a prepared acorn, and then once you light a fire, you can cook those up, and you can turn them into a roasted or a prepared acorn, and then you have to use your heavy hammer and turn it into a acorn grounds. There's a whole bunch of steps you got to go through before it'll actually be ready to go. I could just read for the rest of the day. How much water do I have? A decent amount of water. I'm almost thinking of reading. Grab a little bit of food. It's actually really nice out though right now. Now we got to go mapping. We got to go mapping and yapping with Old Man River here. Yeah, we got to go up here and map, and then we got to map up that way. Yeah, we haven't even mapped back here yet, so. But yes, and then the acorn grounds can be used for 2 things. You can make coffee out of the acorn grounds. You can call me anything you want, just don't call me late for supper. Hey, being called late for supper, Mike, is the worst thing ever. So you can use acorn grounds to make actual acorn coffee. Or you can use the acorn grounds as well. You can use the acorn grounds as well to make the prepper's pie. Because the prepper's pie, as far as I know, that's the only recipe that takes acorn grounds is the prepper's pie. You take an acorn ground, 4 mushrooms, 2 burdock root, water, oil, and salt to make a prepper's pie. What day on this run right now? We're on 211, 212, I think. 215. 215. And we're actually getting a decent map of Mystery Lake now. Got a few places here to still map. We have not found the Polaroid for that yet, so we're going to look around a little bit for the Polaroid as well. Because I'd like to get all the Polaroids on this run and map everything up with them. But hi, Michael. How you doing? Hope your day is going well. All right, we'll get up to the top here and probably try to map a little bit. Always grabbing sticks. Zylock says on YouTube, I just took my first trip to the Poison Wolf Nest today. The map is so big. Yeah, you know, that map though is not as big as, say, it's not as big as the Forsaken Airfield, for sure. There we go. We also need to go up above Unnamed Pond and map that there. I mean, Forsaken Airfield is huge. The 696 days record is where you died in Timberwolf Mountain. Well, that was day 473. Or 49, was it 473 or 493? I think. Yes. That was day 473 that I died in Timberwolf Mountain. I've had longer runs than that since, but that's where I died in Polaroid? Nope, no Polaroid. Okay. I was hoping. Yeah, day 473, that was a sad day, but you know, hey, stuff happens. You can't always control everything in the game. And that day I did not control my own stupidity, so. But yeah, George, that was that day, and then, you know, I had a few longer runs. You know, I lost my really long file in Blackrock to the poison gas on day, what, 826 or something like that. Forsaken Airfield isn't as big as you think. You just keep winding around in circles in the endless fog. That can be true, man. That is totally true. And Zylock, thank you for the 12 months. Wow, 12 months, man. Oh my goodness, a 12-month membership over on the YouTube side. Wow, it's been 1 year now. That is crazy, Zylock. Oh my gosh. Mapping hype. Forsaken, I think the thing about Forsaken, why I call it so big, Zylock, is that Forsaken Airfield, you'll look out across the lake and you'll be like, oh, I can see the island over there with the cabin on it. But then you start walking towards it and it's like, oh my god, it just goes forever. It's like, are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? And it's like, nope, not there yet. My longest run was the one that I lost in Blackrock. The 820, I think it was like 826 days or something like that. That's because back then you had to carry a decoy, and carrying meat meant something was typically heading towards you. That is true. That is true, Zombie. Yeah, the huge flat expanse of the Forsaken Airfield. You're right, Zylock. It really messes with your perception of how far you have to go. I wonder if I can get up to this top part area here. Like if I can go back here and sneak my way up. Oh, we got up a little further. Oh! Oh! Look at that. We're on the rock face now. Oh, snap it a beautifully day. Oh, but it's not going to let me go up there, huh? You might be able to sneak. Yep, there we go. Okay, okay. Okay, I'll take the sprains. I'll take the sprains. The sprains and arrows. Okay, we're up as high as we can get here. Oh, that's beautiful. Now we just have this little spot there. I made the mistake of going right to the mine in DZ, retreated transfer pass for a venison steak. Yeah, you know, that's the one thing about the new zone, that there's not a lot of food. Not a lot of food. I would recommend Zylock taking 2 to 3 fish tip-ups with you and utilizing those tip-ups out on the little lake area that's near the contaminated zone area, near the pipes there in the contaminated zone, and you can catch fish there and supplement yourself with those. I found it to be very helpful. Also gave me vitamin C. So we're like right there. You got hides and guts in the past, so you won't have to go back all the way to, or say to BR. Yeah, let's get down the hill. Hey, there's a maple down here. Did I get on my map? It did. Well, I can't sprain anything else. I've sprained all the stuff now, so... I've sprained it all. It was worth the time to get to the cabins of Forsaken Airfield when they still had the revolver in the cabin on Loper. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Like when that... See, for me, Kenneth, I thought that was a great thing. I was like, okay, they're gonna give us a revolver in Forsaken Airfield, in that one cabin in the hidden area. We'll get a revolver and like 6 shells. That's awesome. That gives you like a late game thing to go for. And it's like, now that's no longer in existence, so it's like, oh, okay, well, what was the point? There was no point. That's the point. There was no point.
Damn, that's smarts.
And I was kind of sad that they took that away from us. Because that was a very cool thing to have. Was the possibility of getting that. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to get in here. Grab an herbal tea out. Oh, we already have a birch bark tea out. Okay, we'll just leave that out. We'll drink down the herbal. And we'll drink down the birch bark. Oh, could we actually maybe get another birch bark? Nah, we wouldn't be able to drink the whole thing. Let's drink down some water. Well, I'm gonna call that good mapping. We got that whole side. There's a little dark right there, but I'm not really gonna worry about it because we got that whole side taken care of. Now we just have to go in the center area by the unnamed pond and the frozen creek and get that squared away. I'm wondering on the actual landmarks how we're doing. Oh, we got 18. We got 18 of 22. So we need 2 the ravine, 2 forlorn, Allen's cave. Oops. Allen's cave, the lake overlook. So I know where all those are. The Allen's cave and lake overlook are easy, and those 2 are super easy to get. So we got Allen's cave, which is over here. Allen's cave's over on this side. We got to map that, and then the overlook is here. The 2 Forsaken Airfield, and then 2 the ravine. So we only got those left to go, which is really awesome. anything I can repair while we're here? Not really. Not really. All of our stuff. Oh, you know, I don't think I can read that, though. Nope. I'm not healthy enough to focus on research. Oh, you know what? One thing I can do is I can make some more bandages since I have like no bandages right now. Nice. Looks like I have 30 minutes of guilt-free watching. Nice, Chaos Bites. I'm just gonna heal them all up. Then we can read our book at least. I've been wanting to read that book for a while. I just haven't had an opportunity. And it's not like I don't have enough teas and bandages to take care of myself. He's such a drama. He's such a drama queen. There we go. Nice. Got his little fire making skill. It didn't give us much. Oh wait. Oh, it did give us didn't give us much, just enough to get to level 5
Sapping my energy.
on fire making. Nice. We got that fire making at level 5 now. 90% chance to start fires. So basically now we no longer need torches. We have a 100% chance of starting a fire with a match, as long as we're using a stick or a piece of cedar. Triple 5s, baby. Actually, quadruple 5s. And then we're working on mending. Mending at 4, though, is as good as we're getting. I mean, mending 5 doesn't really give you much. At mending 4, you have a 100% chance of always mending something. Mending 5 basically gives you more item condition increase. It reduces the wear of your sewing kits even more. The repair time is less. And although it says that 5 would give us some stuff, but it's not that important. Ice fishing, we got it at 3. That's not bad. That's not bad. What's the fastest way to get to level 5 on fire starting? There's not really a fast way, but if you want to do it efficiently, George, find a cave, light one fire, get a whole bunch of sticks together. Like I'm talking like 100 sticks, or several hundred sticks. Go ahead and find a cave, light a fire, use a torch and light a fire, and then go ahead and light another fire with that torch and light another fire. And by the time that first fire, by the time you've lit like the second or third fire, the first one will have burned out. So just go back and then just relight the fires. As long as you have sticks, you can just relight fires with sticks over and over and over again. It's boring, but it can really boost your fire making skill quick. I usually don't do it because mainly fire starting 3. Fire starting 3 is like the main thing. Well, you don't want to do too many fires. You only need like 4 or 5 fires because by the time you've lit that 4th or 5th one, the first one will have burned out. So you can just go back and cycle. You can cycle through the same fires because you get a lighting skill no matter what. If the fire's gone, you get a lighting skill for lighting it. So I would just cycle back through and light the same fires over and over again. I do get you though. You started like 30 fires and the game went no. But that's the way to boost it. But honestly, if you want to, just kind of, get to level 3, you could do that. And then level 4 and 5 is not really that big of a deal. I mean, they have their own benefits, but it's not like the end of the world if you're not at level 4 or 5. Usually level 3 is the thing I try to get because then I don't have to use tinder plugs anymore. So level 3 fire making is like the important one because then tinder's no longer a thing. You don't need to worry about it any longer. Oh, I did pick that up, unfortunately. I forgot to put that down. So as long as you're getting to level 3, that's good. I tend to, at this point, I tend to like to level things up naturally as well. Jordan saying, I like to let things level up naturally. I like to do that too, just to, you know, have a little more fun along the way. Takes 7 fires to keep it going without having to wait. Oh, okay, so it's 7. I haven't done it in so long that I have no idea. I have not done it in a while. But Chaos is saying it's about 7. Or rather, at level 4, it takes 7 fires. Okay. Yeah, that's true. Probably at the higher levels, because it takes you less time to make the fire when you get to the higher level, doesn't it? So probably at the higher levels, it's less, you'd have to have more fires to do the same thing. Good point, Chaos Bite. Good point there. All right, so we're going to head over this direction. There's a stinky wolf on the ice there. If you don't want your wolves to respawn super quick, if you kill a wolf, just leave his body out on the ice. Don't even touch it. Grab your arrow and just go. Because it takes the wolf quite a bit of time to despawn. And then the next wolf will not start his respawn timer. So that wolf there, the next wolf won't start its respawn until this guy is gone. And he's probably pretty close to being done at this point. We'll grab a feather from him, though. You can leave him out as feather farms as well. So yeah, just leave the wolves alone if you don't want them to respawn super quick. Yeah, there's double sticks there for some reason. Yeah, the fires do last a little longer at higher level Chaos Bites. A little longer. Especially if they're outdoor fires. And it's really cold. There's so many factors that play into fires lasting a certain amount of time. Now, generally, fires that are indoors will generally last about as long as they say on them. You know, your fire-making skill can affect that a little bit. But generally, the indoor fires will last about as long as it says. Outdoor fires range widely. I've seen outdoor fires lasting 50% longer, you know, than they should. Based on weather, you know, it'll say it has 2 hours on it. You pass time for 2 hours, and only an hour goes by on the fire. The fire still has an hour left to burn. Ooh, that was a nice map. That was a nice one. I go up to the right here.
My head feel thick.
Oh, shushaby. Shushaby, Will. You're just fine. Sure, you're gonna get a little hypothermic out here? Probably. Are you gonna be just fine, though? Yes, you are. Trust me on this one. It's good. Everything's gonna be all right.
So cold.
There we go.
Down for that.
I only know because of going for all the skill to 5 challenge, but I agree. Just let it come naturally. Oh yeah, if you're going for the getting all your skills to level 5, I would definitely recommend boosting your skills whenever you can. To be honest, the fishing and the mending skills are the hardest to raise. I think fishing and mending is even harder to raise than the fire starting. Because it takes so long to get those to level up. And there's not, I mean, with fishing especially, there's no real way to boost your fishing skill. You can't really boost the fishing skill a whole lot. You can read books, so generally I'd say read all your mending and fishing books, no matter what. Those are the 2 books, that and the archery, of course, but that's just to get to archery 5. But definitely read all the mending and fishing books you can find, because those 2 are generally the hardest ones to get up in levels, so. And I'd say of those 2, probably fishing is harder to raise. You can sort of boost the mending skill as long as you have enough cloth. You can kind of just mend everything. If it drops below 100%, you can just mend it up, which also lets you also do a thing where if you have all of your clothing slots filled and you mend everything to 100%, you get another challenge done as well. Because there's a badge for getting all your clothing mended to 100% on a character. Wearing all clothing, so. So, Zylok, do the fish tip-ups give you skill? 'Cause I have never noticed the skill up from the tip-ups. I have never noticed that. But maybe I just wasn't paying enough attention. Which would not surprise me in the least little bit. A Steam achievement, yes. Are there enough books on Loper for getting to level 5 on all your stuff? No. You cannot get to level 5 in any of your firearm. There's not enough books on Loper to get to level 5 on the firearms. Yeah, you know, I haven't, honestly, Zylok, I don't think you did, but maybe you can. So the level, so Mike, if you're trying to get as high of a rifle skill as you can on Interloper, you save the 25-hour books, well, on any difficulty, save the 25-hour books until you get to level 4. But I don't believe there's enough books to get to level 5 on Interloper, period. That's what I've found anyway, is that there's not enough to get to level 5 on Interloper anyway. Now I believe you could probably do I think you could do the gunsmithing one, because I think there are some things you can utilize to get your gunsmithing up. But yeah, the level 5 with the books, the main thing you want to do there. Oh, all 4 of them are here. Well, hello, Tarmagans. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can do a little bit of gunsmithing on Interloper. Tip-ups don't level you up. It was in the dev diary. Okay, so tip-ups don't level you up. Mike Akiko is saying they do not level you up. It was in the dev diary that they will not level you up. The thing is though that the tip-ups, they give you that passive fishing, which is very nice to have. I mean, oh look, there's food here. Oh looky, somebody fished. Yum yum, vitamin C and all that. So far, I've had no run-ins with vitamin C problems, really. Okay, so we have the cured deer hide, cured rabbit, cured bear, cured gut. Put that bow away. Cured gut and cured birch sapling. I think I have a maple sapling I need to put down. There we go. Let's repair our, let's repair that. If we can. There we go. Excellent. Woo, baby. What's our bow at right now? 51%. See, the bow wears down so slowly once you get level 5. I keep going, oh, I'm going to need to make a new bow here soon. And nah, I don't need to make it yet. Don't need to do it quite yet. And put those feathers in there. The feathers and leathers. If you get scurvy, you should wear an eye patch with your toque. Like a proper pirate. Arr! Arr, matey, we got the scurvies. I did actually get scurvy on this run on purpose. So for those of you who've not seen it, we actually purposely stopped eating on day 60. We stopped all vitamin C. Anything that had vitamin C, we stopped eating on day 60. And then on day 76, we actually got a scurvy risk. And it took us 5 days with no more vitamin C. We ate nothing vitamin C. It took us 5 days to get full-blown scurvy. And then it took us another, 5-6 days to get rid of it. And then we played just kind of normally. We ate a few cattails and stuff, just normal play, eating a lot of meat and stuff. And we didn't have another scurvy problem until day 184. And then we were able to knock that out really quick, and then we haven't had any problem with it since. So we went from, day 87, almost 100 days, just playing like I normally do, where, yeah, I eat a few cattails here, a little fish there, but it's mostly meat. We went 100 days with no scurvy problems. And then we were able to knock it down pretty dang quick. So it definitely will be something in the late game, late game, that I think we'll have a problem with, but it hasn't been that much of a problem so far. All right, we got some cloth in here. Let's grab a little bit of cloth. Let's throw the guts in there, the hide, the rabbit hide. So let's throw all that ptarmigan down in there. Level 5 bow, 1% as opposed to 2. Well, and not only that, hey, Carl, thank you for the follow there. Not only that, Jordan, not only does the bow take less damage when you fire it, but you'll notice as you progress through the game, you're not using your bow as much. In the early game, you're shooting everything. You're shooting rabbits, wolves, bears, moose, deer. You're shooting everything all over the place. But the later you get in the game, the bow is sort of your protection, but you aren't using it as often as you do in that early game situation. Early in the game, you're using it so much more than you use it in the late game, which I think is one of the reasons you also see it go down slower in the late game too. Not only do you have that higher skill, but you also just are not taking shots at everything out there. Johanite, I think it's Johanite. How you doing? Welcome in. Hello. I probably screwed up your name completely. I didn't even try the second part of Carl's name, because I know I'll screw it up. Montemini? It's probably like Montemini. I love how you put your micromeds in the thermos. Yes, my micromeds are all in my thermoses. Except I keep a couple out, Cindy, just in case I need them. I have easy access to them. Actually, I need to take one more of those out. There we go. 654-681-632. How you doing, buddy? How's it going? Don't mind. I don't mind. Sorry, it's a friend. Hey, you never have to be sorry about it. You never have to be sorry about it. I'm a stupid American who can't look at other words and figure them out in my language, let alone other languages, very easily. So yeah, I'm sure your English is 1,000 times better than my French would ever be. Heck, your English is probably better than my English. Let's just be 100% right now. Your English is probably way better than mine, because my English kind of sucks. Timod, thank you so much for Timo Dude. Timo Dude.
Just subscribe.
See, I look at it as Timmod. Timo Dude, thank you so much for the 3 months. I appreciate that very much. Hey, I hope you have a great day too, man. I hope you have a fantastic day. I truly do. We're just harvesting up the ptarmigans now. We're just going on ptarmigan harvest. And nah, I don't have any fire-hardened arrows on me, because at this point, I don't need them. Finding and killing the ptarmigans is not that hard, and taking them out in the manner that we're doing. Oh wow, that was kind of sudden. So I'm not really worried about it. It's Monmini. Monmini. Okay. Monmini. It's Carl Monmini. Okay, got no. See, if you do that for me, I'm good. 654-681-632.
684,681,632 just subscribed.
Thank you so much for the 3 months. 3 months, my friend. You don't want full screen, trust me. You do not want full screen.
Not sure why I feel so tired.
Probably because maybe you're tired? I mean, just spitballing here. Could be because we're kind of exhausted a little bit. We've got a lot of raw meat out here too. That's all raw bear meat. Nothing like some moldy wolf meat on the porch to get you by, right? Yum, yum. Talked with your mom on the phone for an hour. She sounds good for 78. I know. And she's 3,500 miles away. Aww. I'm going out and seeing my mom on Sunday, so. She just turned 81. Just turned 81 yesterday, so. That's pretty nutty. That's some nutty stuff right there. So yeah, Sunday we'll be doing Long Dark, and then Subnautica's gonna start. Woo, Subnautica's gonna start, and then we're gonna be I'm gonna be heading out to her house. The roof's holding up great. She hasn't had any leaks. My brother's been up there several times, especially with all the nasty weather we've had, and it's not leaking at all. So non-English speakers often have better grammar because they're not expected they're not exposed to all the they're not exposed to that, yes. See, I can't even say that word, Chaos Bite. I cannot, that word will not form in my mouth. It will not form in my mouth. It just won't. So I'm trying to think. Maybe the Polaroid is back over here. I'm trying to think where we haven't been that the Polaroid could be. Oh, you know what? I bet it's up over there. I bet it's up over there. We never went up there. I bet that Polaroid is there. Because here's the clear cut in the destroyed lookout tower. We killed the bear in this area here. I bet it's right. I bet it's up there. Oh, that's so frustrating. We were just over there too. Well, I guess we could head back this way and map that real quick. And then we can head up towards that, go to the cabin, and then go up to that. I bet you money it's in that backpack there. Oh, man. We were so close. So close, man. We do have that one burdock root here. I'm going to leave that here. I'm going to leave 6 of those here. I've got some cattails on me. Cattails are just good travel food to have on you for later on. Yeah, we got a decent amount of stuff on us. The USA is one of the few countries where we have to go to school to study English. It's because English is a dumb language. English makes no sense even to us English speakers. Jay Abbott, how you doing, buddy? Hello, hello. I want to head right up past the deadfall area. Here we go. Hey, maybe we'll get the moose at the whatchamacallums. We could go up this way. We could maybe we can get the Moose Trapper's cabin. That'd be awesome. I'd be down for that. Okay, the weather kind of smoothed out a little bit. Hey,
No power
Rob
in the
Ayers,
verse
how
can
you doing?
Stop me.
Why is English a dumb language? Because there's so many conflicting rules in English. Most other languages that I've looked at have some pretty, yeah, there's slang and stuff, but most other languages have some very definitive rules for how their language works. English doesn't follow a lot of rules. English kind of wanders all over the rules. English has a ton of words that sound the same, but mean very different things put into certain contexts. English has, and English has rules. They just get ignored by most people. Honora and hi, Honora, how you doing? They just get ignored by most people.
Fingers feel numb.
I know your fingers feel numb. You just shush your muskies there, son. Your fingers feel numb. That's too bad for you. Make sure your fingers aren't numb anymore. The plural of mouse is mice. The plural of moose is not meese. I know, exactly.
Wait.
One of the easiest languages to learn is English. Which is so hilarious because I still don't understand. I mean, I get English. I understand English, but even I get lost in English sometimes. I mean, English also is generally an amalgamation of so many languages. I mean, English takes from the French language, the German language. English takes from so many languages to make its own language work that it's kind of a hodgepodge of everything. And so there we go. We got the Forsaken Airfield. So there's a lot of crossover with other languages, especially European languages. I mean, we take from, like German, French, Spanish, all sorts of stuff. We also speak America, a weird version on English. Well, and in America itself, there's just like there's different dialects of English in England, and England's little tiny compared to America, which has a bunch of dialects as well. I mean, I speak more of a non-dialect English, but I've been told that I have an accent by other people. They're like, "Oh yeah, you have a very Northwestern accent," and I'm like, "We don't have an accent in the Northwest. The Northwest doesn't have an accent in English. Come on now." It's not like I'm in New York or something. Lots of places have a north, though. I agree with Doctor Who. A lot of places have a north, so you get that northern accent even if you're not in the north. We all have an accent. That's true. We just don't hear our own accent. And because of that, it uses rules from a bunch of languages that use their rules on an as-needed basis. I mean, well, we say aluminum, where most places say aluminium, which I think aluminium sounds way cooler. I think aluminium sounds so much cooler. If you want an example of the trouble with English, watch the Looney Tunes Duck Rabbit Duck cartoon. Those cartoons were awesome, Kenneth. I do need to take a mappy up here. I need to take a selfie map up here. I live in England, 5 miles away from where I live. The language is completely different. Okay, so that gave us that. We don't have that ridge there yet. Wow, look at the deer down here. Look at the deer down there. Look at all those deer, boys and girls. Hey, if I didn't take them, the blizzard would have taken them, so. They're just taking a nap. If you have children watching, those deer are just taking a nap. Those were knockout arrows. I put those deer to sleep. My parents moved from Ohio to North Carolina when I was 9 years old. It took me months to learn how to understand the Southern accent. I cannot understand the dialect of my city. They went to a farm. They did go to a farm. I just need more deer hides, and we got plenty of wood here. So when the weather clears, we can go outside and actually do some work. I put the arrow on stun setting. Yes, set arrows to stun. All right, those are all cured. That's 42.55. Those maples are cured. Put the guts in here. I sure liked it when all the guts and hides would stack. When all the guts and hides would just like go to one quality and stack. I sure liked that. That made me very happy. I don't know why it made me so happy, but it made me very happy. And I wish they would do that again. It's not like once a gut or hide is cured, it ever changes condition ever again. I think they should make it so that once the hide or gut cures, it's at 100% and they all just stack. Unless they're gonna make it so there's degradation over time on those, I think they should just make them all stack again. That was one of the best things when they had that patch come out before they messed it all up. Because the stacking guts and hides was just awesome. I loved it. Oh, jeez Louise. Yanni McYawn's here. Yes, I'm Yanni McYawn, and I'm coming at you with a big old yawn. Alright, let's get that done, and then let's go ahead and do that. Take a little drinky poo. I was hoping the storm would pass, but it's obviously not going to. Let's get a little more wood. Did it pass? Kind of. Not really. I was hoping it would pass more, but it didn't. Alright, let's take the table too. Oh, I used my hatchet. Oh well, that's fine. And I'm going to move the tools. Because a very funky thing happens here. When you break this down, that box drops. And now we have a box on the table. It's just if you have anything underneath that box, when it drops, it covers the item and you can never get it back. I had that happen one time and I was like, oh crap. I forget what I had there. I think it might have been a toolbox that I had up there. But yeah, the box fell on it and it covered it up. And I couldn't get to the item again. It's like, oh man. Seriously? It was a storm before a storm. Exactly, Honora. Exactly. Oops, hold on. There we go.
I'm so thirsty I can't.
Oh, shushaby, Will. You're always thirsty. You're a thirsty boy. That's probably why Astrid left you. You're just too damn thirsty, son. Too damn thirsty. How much wood I got on me? I got a lot of wood on me right now. All right, let's prepare up our birch bark real quick. Astrid was like, I'm done with your thirstiness, sir. I say, I can't blame you. It's January, I see grass outside. Not sure what Mother Nature's smoking, but I want some. Mother Nature's smoking what Mother Nature always smokes. Mother Nature's always smoking. I'll put it on night vision for you. It's a little on the darkish side out here. Now I can, with a match and a stick, I can start a fire 100% of the time. Yeah, let's go. Fire making 5, baby. Woo! Let's do it. Come on. Come on. Oh, I should have put down some water. That was silly of me not to put water down.
I survived another night.
We survived another night. That's what it's all about, boys and girls. Survive that next night and you are golden. Surviving the nights is what it's always all about. Alright, let's get him open too. Mainly it's for the hides and the guts, but hey, I'll take the meat as well. Let's get a mushroom tea and a... let's do the prepared acorns as well. There we go. Drink that mushroom tea down. We got one more deer over here to harvest, and it's 1 arrow down temp, so we're gonna do it. And we got a tea on us as well, warming us up, so we might as well do it. There we go. This is a lot of deer meat. A lot of deer meat. Holy crap. All right, let's drop the see if we can even carry it here. Oh yeah. Excellent. Oh, those are all already at 52%. Kind of disturbing. I mean, I like that fire there, but it's a little bit out in the open for my taste.
Feels like a lot of gear.
Now, what I could do, since I have all these on here now, is I could try to utilize this fire a little bit. And then I can just leave them on the travois, and if the weather turns bad, I can always run inside. But first we're gonna go drop off the hides and the guts. That way they start curing now. Bibbidi bobbidi boo. Huh. That's weird. That warming up benefit should have already gone away. Maybe that's still broken. There was a thing where when you were harvesting an animal, if you had a warm-up bonus on you, it wouldn't go away. Huh, that is odd. Make a fire in the shed. The shed, unfortunately, is not windproof. I've done that before, and it's actually blown my damn fire out, Chaos Bites. Which was very disappointing. I'm just gonna drop the hides here for the moment. I'm gonna utilize the fire that's there just to harvest the meat up, if nothing else. I probably could have just walked around in the time it took me to do that little scaling down the mountainside. But yeah, that barn there's spots that are more protected in it than others. But if a big storm comes up, you're screwed in it pretty much. It's gonna whip around and get you, one way or the other.
All this gear is slowing me down.
Knife is 14, 18 minutes for that. Hey, John Me, you never have to be sorry you're late, my friend. You never ever have to be sorry you're late. We still got about another 30 minutes. We're gonna play Long Dark anyway, so. Were you gonna do a 500 days in Desolation Point? Oh no, it would drive me nuts doing 500 days in Desolation Point. I would never do 500 days in one zone. But we did do a nice we did do a nice little mappity boo in Desolation Point. So Desolation Point got all nicely mapped up. I don't think I'd ever do 500 days in one zone. That would just be so boring. After about the first 100 days, it'd be really, really boring. I would probably just jump off a cliff at that point. I'd be like, nope, I'm good. We're good. You did get to 300 plus days just in Desolation Point. Yeah, I'd take a hard pass on that. It's not like it's undoable. It just I would find that completely mind-numbing for me after a while. I'd be like, yeah, I'm good. But I'm glad you did it. That's awesome. All right, let's harvest up some more deer. We got deer aplenty, my friends. You did cheat a tiny bit? Ah, that's fine. That's fine. Cheating is totally okay, because guess what? You're not cheating anybody else. What you decide to do in your game is totally up to you. I gave myself, once maple syrup ran out, I spawned more in. Spawn more in? I don't know how to do that, so.
Walk with this much gear.
Oh, a save editor? Yeah, I don't do any of that sort of stuff. I don't do any of that sort of stuff. I wouldn't even know how to do that. Wouldn't even know how to do that if you told me. Alright, let's get our... Oh. Is there something in it? Oh, there we go. That was weird. It was saying you cannot interact with the travois while crouched by a fire. Since when? And there was nothing in the travois to even interact with, so... A girl needs her pancakes. Pancakes are love and life. No, I understand. I get that. Hey, it's your game. You can do whatever you want to it. There is no right or wrong. All right. Got a few more bags to go here. The weather's actually held for us pretty well. The weather's actually really held for us good. Waffles are better, but sadly only pancakes, and they're so yummy with real maple syrup. Yes, they are.
You're starting to slow me down.
They are very good with real maple syrup. Crumbling Highway would be an interesting how long can you survive challenge. Well, Crumbling Highway now has stuff that washes up on the shores. So you could probably survive in Crumbling Highway for a while. You'd have to probably go rabbit trap happy in there, but you need a crafting bench, which is only in the mine. So depends on what you could take into Crumbling Highway with you. I know Mark Wars lived in Crumbling Highway for like 50 days on his challenge that he did for himself. 50 days in Crumbling Highway. Again, I would find that mind-numbingly boring. That'd just be so long to spend in that zone, because there's so little to do in that zone. So little to see, so little to hunt. I mean, there's only usually like, what, 3 or 4 wolves. There's a few rabbits. There's a couple deer corpses. That's about it. And the few things that wash up on shore. If you had fishing gear, you could definitely do okay in that zone, because you can crack open holes in the ice. So fishing gear would definitely be something that would be great to have. Now that you can actually put holes in the ice, it has opened up a lot more places to survivability than you had before. Like the Milton Basin, you could live in that. You could live in the Milton Basin. If you had fishing gear, you could live in the Milton Basin for a long, long time. Especially if you got the moose down there. But even without the moose, if you made sure that you harvested all your...
Carry this load for much longer.
Okay, Will, just shush-a-bye. If you killed all the wolves and the deer and made sure that you harvested them all up in good time, you could probably do pretty good down there too. Now the game's gonna go, you're getting greedy, Atheenon. This is when the storm will come up. I mean, we have a fog storm on us right now, so it's not that bad. It can't do too much to me, I think. Makes me think there's a recipe which can require corn cans. Is it possible to find this on Interloper? Yes, the cans of corn are in the bunkers. You can only find corn in the bunkers, Carl. So you have to be doing the signal void quest to be able to do that, to be able to make that item. Outside of the bunkers, you can't get it anywhere. You can't do it anywhere else. Does Milton Basin have enough fuel to survive 50 days? It actually does, believe it or not. Because you have that cave there that you don't even need to be in. You don't even need fuel unless you're wanting to cook something. Come on. Come on, there you go. So yeah, you can live in Milton Basin for quite a while if you really wanted to. There we go. Put those 18s on there. Start the 17s on there. 17s on there. The 10s on there. Yeah, we got a little bit of weight on us right now. I realize that, Will. You're not telling me something I don't already know, bud. But yeah, the Milton Basin would have enough fuel to survive that long if you wanted to do it. That's a 10. There's another 40. Now we're 44. What do you got left on you? Hour 49. Nice. If I didn't have that log in the way, it would make things a lot easier. But, you know, hey, it's a log. What are you supposed to do? There we go. 40, 40, 40, 36, 30s. Excellent. Okay. We'll sort all that meat out soon. Let's see. So that's 213. 373. There's two 213s. Okay. That's a full piece. That's a full piece. And that's a full piece. Okay. It's weird how you can put it down on some surfaces, but not on others. 40 and 10.
Feels like a lot of gear.
40 and 40. $18 and 9. Those are already done. Got an hour 21 on the fire here. Let's get a little bit of water going as well. This fire over here has still got over an hour on it. We aren't going to do anything with it. Grandmother G, how you doing? Hello, hello. Let's cook up our prepared acorn there. Cook up our, let's cook up some of our teas as well. Rut-row, Raggy. Rut-row. Deploy, deploy, deploy. Time to run for the hills. Oh no! I didn't mean to do that. It just destroyed my prepper's pies. Son of a biscuit. Oh well, that was my fault. Yeah. That was totally my fault. I hit the wrong button. I wasn't wanting to move all to the container. But I accidentally did. Whoopsie. Oh well. I'm demonstrating what not to do exactly. I'm showing everybody this is not what you want to do. You do not want to do this. Yikes, that sucked big time. Oh well, you know. Lost my Travoy dropping it in a bad spot the last update. Said they fixed that though. Well, they fixed certain things that happened with it. I honestly, I would not trust things to your Travoy at this point at all, Grandmother G. I would never try, until it's a year from now, I would never put anything in your Travoy that you're not willing to lose. Let's just put it that way. I would not put anything in it that would cause it to, that you were willing to lose. Because they fixed some things with it. I don't know if they fixed that specific thing though. I know they fixed some things. I know they did, but they were very specific about what they fixed. Let me see what it was here. See, now this is specifically what they said. Fixed an issue where the travois could fall beneath the terrain if left on a steep slope when transitioning to and from an interior or region. Which is a weird thing. It doesn't say when you drop it. I still don't think they fixed that. I don't think they fixed the specific thing you've run into. I would say do not put anything on your travois that you're not willing to lose. Hey, Fire, how's it going, buddy? Just gonna drop all this beer, all that deer meat there. Okay, a wind is crazy. Yeah, it's weird how they worded that. I read that, I was like, that doesn't sound like they fixed it. Oh! Horizon Zero Dawn, Horizon Forbidden West is coming to PC on March 21st. Oh, hells yeah. Oh my goodness, Horizon Forbidden West is finally coming to PC. Yes! March 21st, baby. Mark it on your calendar. I was like, why is it showing me something for Horizon Zero Dawn? But, Horizon Forbidden West Complete Edition. Oh, that's nice, yes. It just came across. I'm gonna put it on my wish list here. Boop, add it to the wish list. You can pre-buy it for $60, but I ain't gonna I don't like to pre-buy stuff like that. It's like, nah, I'll wait till it comes out and then I'll buy it if I'm still feeling it. I mean, I think I'll be feeling it anyway, but yeah. I travel with the second Traverse, so when the steep slope, I can transfer between the top and bottom of the slope. There you go. I think it's two separate things. I've had both problems independently since I started playing the Buried Echoes update. Yeah, I got Long Dark and the DLC very recently. Super fun. You know, Fire, it is a super fun game. There's so much to do. I'm so sorry, Grandmother G, that you lost your Travois as well. That just sucks. And unfortunately, like I said, there's not much you can do about it at this point, except just, like, don't put anything in it that you may regret losing down the road, because chances are you'll probably lose some of it at some point in time. There will be something at some point that causes it to slip beneath the earth and basically go into nothingness. But yeah, Fire, it's a great game. If you got any questions at all, feel free to ask. We're on Twitch as well as YouTube as well as Kick. Streaming it pretty much live pretty much every day except for Wednesdays. And I usually stream it. I start streaming at about 9 o'clock a.m. This morning I was a little late, but usually about 9 a.m. Pacific, which is noon Eastern. No, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, noon Eastern. So, feel free to drop by anytime, especially if you got questions, you know. Always feel free to ask. Even if I'm not playing Long Dark, I'll answer Long Dark questions for you. Even if we aren't playing the Long Dark. I don't care.
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
The Long Dark's my main jam. So I like answering questions for it. All right, let's eat that nice. Oh, that bear meat didn't have much on it. It's part of the Long Dark world in the new run. Just think of it, Grandmother G. Story-wise, you're on a very deep snowbank, and you dropped your Travois and it slipped underneath, and you just could never get it back out again. It sometimes happens. Hey, I just accidentally put my 0% Prepper's Pies into my Travois and lost both of them. So silly me. The Long Dark community is really supportive, and we want everyone to survive. Exactly. And the nice thing about the Long Dark community as well is that we've all been through it. We've all shared very similar experiences throughout our time playing the Long Dark, and so everybody will be able to empathize with you, Fire, on anything that you run into. You'll find that we all are like, oh yep, been there. Yep, I know exactly what you're talking about, because we have all been there in one sense or another at some point in time. Okay, I'm going to dump the small ones in there. Yeah, I can't fit any more birch bark teas in there, but you know what? I could start this as a birch bark tea and just keep these out, because those are full birch bark teas. And I can also make another 9 birch bark teas. Tee-hee. 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 And me for Florida, it's redeem. You have to type in redeem and then a space and then whatever it is. I've only died once on Voyager by a bear sneaking up on me. Sneaky bears and sneaky wolves will get you more often than most things. Those will end you very quickly a lot of times. That's exactly how I felt when I put that into my in there. Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly how I felt. Because it's so hard to make prepper pies. I mean, I now have 2 acorn grounds, but I only have one burdock root on me, so we'll have to hang on to those and make another one down the road. I think I'm going to throw that book in there. That book got me to level 5 in fire making, though, so bully for it. And I have these here to repair the tower in Forsaken Airfield, or not Forsaken Airfield, Forlorn Muskeg. We've got a pretty good map going on here. I think my other Polaroid's going to be up here, though, because we never got up there. I think we're going to try to push for that today and get up there today. And see if we can do it. I'm multitasking, not the best at it. I am. Yes, I'm not good at multitasking either. Series. Why should I be surprised? Yes, I want to travel today. The game's like, no. No, stay here and rearrange your guts for a while, sir. Okay, we'll rearrange the guts for a little bit. Give you night vision so you can see me rearranging my guts. Well, I not only got all the deer harvested, but I actually got them all cooked as well. So I don't see why the Long Dark's having a problem with me now. I mean, geez Louise. It's already done. Already done, boys. Boys! Alright, we got that in there. How many arrows do I have still? You know what we could do? We could make our backup bow. We won't need it for a while. Very mean weather. But we'll get it. We'll get our backup bow going. Maybe the storm will pass by the time it's done. Sounds like it already did pass. All right. Excellent. So the nice thing is now we have a 47% bow and we have a 100% bow. I will have to keep remembering to manually equip the 47% bow, though, because unfortunately, if you have no weapon out and you hit the auto-equip, it always equips your best bow. And I don't want to use my best bow. I want to use that bow. But actually, one thing I can do right now is we could leave this bow behind at the moment, because I don't really need it. Usually when my bow gets down to about 30%, that's usually when I make my second bow. But for right now, I'm actually going to drop the hammer here as well.
Something's got to go.
I'm going to drop my pry bar here as well, because we don't need that on us right now. I actually can probably drop these thermoses too. Let's see, do I have... Okay, I have 2 and 2. I've got those. I'll take the birch bark tea out of there. I do love the flasks. They're really nice. The insulated flasks. I call them thermoses. So what? So sue me, thermos, if you're that upset about it. Sue me. The charcoal from there. We are a thirsty little bugger. So we'll drink that. Switch back to our bow. Okay, we got 18 arrows. 18 or is it 19? Okay, yeah, we have 18 arrows, so we're good there. Let's go ahead and eat a little bit of meat before we leave. Is the moose up? I don't see the moose, no. There's no moose marks at either of the usual moose locations, So I'm unsure where the moose is exactly going to spawn. He should spawn here at some point, but so far we've seen hide nor hair of him, so. Next region you need to be Mountain Town for Jackrabbit Flask. Yes, I do want to get the Jackrabbit Flask fire. And we will be going to Mountain Town. We're probably actually going to go to... We're probably going to go to Forlorn Muskeg first. Because Forlorn Muskeg won't take us very long to do. And I want to repair the tower in Forlorn Muskeg. And then I want to go to... then I want to go to Mountain Town and get the flask and repair the tower there as well, so... So I heard that you are the one of the first that started streaming Long Dark. Oh no, I am not. I am nowhere close to being one of the first people to start stream Long Dark. You're thinking of people like Kimiota, Lexi W, LMG Twitch. Those guys were streaming it long before I was. I've only been streaming it since February of 2017. I will say I'm probably one of the more consistent streamers of Long Dark. I stream it a lot. But I'm definitely not, like, I was not one of the OGs in streaming it. When I first started looking at Long Dark, I was watching guys like LMG Twitch, Kimiota, Lexi W. I was watching them because they were playing it way before I was. And I was a huge noob back then, Fire. Oh, I was the biggest noob. But we have fun. So that's the important thing. But yeah, I mean, I play it a lot, and I have been playing it now for... Wow, this will be 7 years. At the end of this month, it'll be my 7-year anniversary playing the Long Dark. 7 years. 7 years and over 6,500 hours later. And still having fun. That's the best part. And I'm still having a blast playing it, so... Because it's a different story every time you play. Oh, Kimiota's got it dialed in for sure. I'll soon have the 7-year itch. Not really, no. I mean, I play enough variety of games now, Zylock. I have so many other survival games that I'm into as well that I don't think I'll have that problem. I always the Long Dark's like a warm hug you come back to. It's always kind of comfy and enjoyable. And it doesn't hurt that they're adding new stuff to it all the time to learn as well. You know, now with the zone of contamination and the Forsaken Airfield and the stories combined with those that you can do or not do whenever you want. There's a lot more. There's a lot more in the game than there ever has been before. We're actually warm out. I was like, are we actually on the warm side right now? Yes, we are. Yes, we are. That's where we cooked the bear up. We are heading toward, so we're right here. We're going to head over here and up the hill. Because I think the Polaroid's up there on top. That would be my guess, because I haven't found it anywhere else. The only other game I still play after 7 years is chess. Hey, there's worse games to play. Aren't they going to add, like, cougars later? Well, they've talked about that for a long time. I don't know if that's ever going to happen. I mean, you know, it might. Adding a new animal into the game is always a dangerous prospect. The moose is one that's kind of not bad because he has a couple spawn spots. He doesn't interfere with any other wildlife. He doesn't hunt them or anything. But you know, there's certain animals like the Timberwolves that make the zone rather annoying because they kill all the wildlife off. Until you kill them, you won't see a lot of deer and and bunnies and stuff. Oh, is that more maple up there? Oh, it is. Wow. So we're right. No, we're going up here. And so you don't really see a lot of those other animals till they're gone. Oh, jeez. I was like, I hear something. Oh, it's a ducky hug. I was like, what the heck? There's a wolf somewhere nearby. Nope. Nope, that was just Rusty. Rusty Brazen Fire just giving me a little, hey, how you doing? I see how it is. Okay, so we're right there. See, we need to head up the hill even further. We need to go this way even further to get to that body. Hey, look at that body. Oh, look at that body. Oh, look at that body. I work out. Oh, my brother just messaged me. Hold on a second. Oh, he was just asking how I'm doing. He heard I was sicko. I didn't really tell my family that I was sick because I didn't want any of them to worry. I knew I'd be fine, and I was just like, I don't want them to, like, be all worried about it. Especially my mom. She doesn't need that stress. All right, let's get that maple mapped out. So we're now right there. Say watch the stream to my brother. No, he's not gonna watch the stream. Oh, so I discovered the lookout. Oh, that's weird. It doesn't appear on a map though. That's strange. I could say that to him, Fire. I could say watch the stream if you want to know how I'm doing. It's right there for everybody to see. Sounds like it's coming from down between. I don't think I've ever been back. I don't know if I've. Well, I've probably been in this area at some point in time. There's a deer over here. Okay, so that's the deer. Okay, so I need to go a little further for the corpse. Okay. Okay, we need to go a little, okay. Dr. Facington, how you doing, buddy? How's it going, my man? 25 months. For the 25 months, my friend. Holy crap. That's a lot of months.
Facington just resubscribed for 25 months. Watch out for bears.
Oh! Hey, Grandmother G just bought a mug. Oh, enjoy your mug. Enjoy the mug. Thank you so much for the purchase of the mug there off of the merchandise. I appreciate that. Come on, Polaroid. Come on, baby. No. No. You gave me a ruined snow shelter. And no I was sure this was where the Polaroid was going to be. I was almost positive this is where it was going to be. Now I'm just going to break everything down then. Screw you all. Screw you all. You don't give me a Polaroid, I'm breaking it all down. Oh man. I'll enjoy the coffee it'll hold. Yes, please enjoy the coffee it'll hold. Well, that sucks. I was hoping we get the Polaroid there. That makes me sad now. Now I'm like, where could that Polaroid be? There has to be another one around here somewhere. I'm trying to think where it could be. I mean, I guess it could be in Alan's cave over here. I guess that is a possibility. Oh, boo. Well, that's sucky. All right, well. I guess we'll try to get somewhere. I'll try to get down. So we're up in here. I'm gonna try to come down here and get to the logging camp. We already killed the bear here, so I don't have to worry about the bear, Dr. Facington. The bear's already dead. I never knew there was a little Karen up here. Look at this little feller. Look at him just sitting up here going, hey guys. Of course this story is not yet written. What clothes do I have equipped? I have double bearskin coats, double thin wool sweaters, double wool socks, double underwear. I got combat pants underneath my deerskin pants. Got deerskin boots, my rabbit skin hat, my decent wool toque underneath an aviator cap, my improvised insulation underneath my moose hide sashal, which we're rocking a 30-degree warmth, 13 windproof, 40% protection, and 45% sprint with that. So yeah, 30 degrees of warmth, which makes it very, very toasty. For me, it's all about the warmth. Warmth and protection are my two biggest concerns. Weight and sprint, I don't really care about as much. I will take whatever gets me warmest the most I can. You know, I actually had 2 aviator caps the other run, Fire. I did find one of them in the new zone, though, so I guess that would make sense that it would be there. 30 degrees, 86 degrees Fahrenheit. Well, when it's negative 30 out with a 7-degree wind chill, so it, you know, that's sort of, you know, that's a thing. What's our weight? Oh, we're only at 45. Heck yeah, we'll pick up some more sticks.
Too much stuff to carry.
Still cold. I'm made for warmer weather climates. A lot of us are, my friend. A lot of us are. I don't like the super chilly myself. I prefer moose cloak and bear cloak. Yeah, I mean, moose cloak and bear coat I went with for a long, long time. That was like my go-to set until they nerfed the moose coat. When they nerfed the protection on the moose coat, I was like, nah. You took 5% protection away from me. I'm not as excited about it now. I just couldn't get myself as revved up for it anymore. Before that, I was very revved up for it. All right. Well, we're gonna walk down here, boys and girls. We're gonna get into the. We're gonna ditch into the logging camp, and then we're going to be calling it a day on Long Dark. I'm gonna stop the YouTube stream for a couple minutes, go get a potty break and another drink and maybe a sandwich, and then I'm gonna come back and we're gonna start up with our 7 Days to Die Wild West style. We're on day 33 or 34, I think. So we have a few more days until we get another Horde night. Because let's see, it'll happen on every 7 days. 7, 14, 21, 28, 35. So we got a couple more days till a Horde night. And we're gonna go try to take on a big POI. That's why I had to do the math quickly, Rusty, because if I don't do it out in my head, then if I don't do it out on my fingers, then I'm not gonna get it right. That's why I had to go 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42, 49. I had to keep going there. But we're gonna do that for a few hours. But I'll stop the YouTube stream. We'll restart that back up once I get back. But thank you everybody for watching on the YouTube side today. Appreciate it very much. If you come back for some 7 days on YouTube, awesome possum sauce. we'll just keep going here on Twitch and Kick. Of course, we don't need to pause there. We don't need to restart the stream there. Yeah. What times do I play Long Dark? I play Long Dark every morning from 9 till noon, or right about there, 9 to noonish. Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So basically, Thursday through Tuesday, 9 to noon on those days when I stream. You know, there might be a day here or there that I don't stream. I was sick a little while ago, but 12 to 3 Eastern time. That's a good way to look at it, because everybody goes off Eastern time. So 12 to 3 Eastern time. Hey, by the way, look, I have Genie. I have my maple syrup. I've got maple syrup. Yay! Eat a few cattails here. There we go. Yum, yum. Yummy, I know, yummy! Alright, let's get some sleep. You're in Central Time? You're the weird red-headed stepchild of the time zones in America. You're in Central Time. Oh my goodness gracious. We don't even deal with Central Time. Does Central Time actually exist? Is that actually a real thing? All right, there we go. Yes, it is. Yes, it is a real thing. All right, so thank you again, everybody on the YouTube side. I will see you all tomorrow for more Long Dark. Until then, stay frosty out there, and enjoy your adventures in the Long Dark. What the heck just happened? What the heck? Okay. It's so funny. I went to log off of Restream in on the YouTube side. It was like, nope. We're gonna log you out and force you to log back in again. Okay. Okay. Good Lord. I don't know what just happened. That was the weirdest thing ever. Bye, YouTube! All right, so